She's so fine. Hell of a hell of a blows my mind. Hell of a hell of a lights my day.
What's good, guys? This story is coming out of Hopkinton, Massachusetts. I was contacted by a subscriber earlier today, regarding a 16-year-old teenager from Hopkinton, Massachusetts, a black teenager, female. And this lady says that she lives one town over from where they found her deceased, and she's just now hearing about it. Her death occurred on April the 17th, 2021. Now, there's not a lot of information out about this. I don't know if that means cover-up. It doesn't look good. I'll just say that. The original article says authorities investigating death of 16-year-old girl in Hopkinton. Authorities are investigating the death of a 16-year-old girl in Hopkinton. Officers responding to an emergency call found the girl dead 7:45 a.m. Monday, April the 17th, 2021, according to the Middlesex District Attorney's Office. The victim's name has not been released. Foul play is not suspected at this time. No additional information was immediately available. Now, she sent me an updated article which actually came out today. And this article says, rally plan to push for investigation into murder of Hopkinton teen. A rally is planned for Thursday, that would be this coming up Thursday, on Main Street to, quote, demand answers, end quote, regarding the recent death of Hopkinton High School sophomore Mikayla Miller. According to a Twitter post from Monica Cannon Grant, the 16-year-old who was black was, quote, murdered in Hopkinton on April the 17th, 2021, end quote. Cannon Grant wrote that police told Miller's mother to, quote, trust them, it's suicide, end quote. However, Cannon Grant claims investigators are, quote, ignoring that 5 white teens beat her the same day, end quote. Cannon Grant goes on to claim that Middlesex District Attorney Marian Ryan, quote, refuses to speak with these teens, investigate, or provide any police reports and documentation. Hours later, Mikayla is dead, and we are demanding justice, end quote. Contacted by The Independent last week, Hopkinton Police Chief Joseph Bennett referred questions to the DA's office. Quote, this is not a suspicious death investigation, and there is no foul play, a Middlesex DA spokeswoman told The Independent on Wednesday. The case remains open pending a ruling from the Office of the Medical Examiner, end quote. In a statement posted to Twitter on Sunday, today, however, Ryan wrote, quote, while we await a ruling on the cause and manner of death from the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner, we will continue gathering information and interviewing witnesses. As this investigation unfolds, we will continue to be in contact with Mikayla's family and their representatives, end quote. The rally is scheduled for Thursday at 4:30 p.m. at the Boston Marathon starting line, according to a promotional poster for the event. Hopkinton High School Principal Evan Bishop had emailed the HHS community on the last day of April vacation to announce Miller's death and to make students and staff aware there was grief counseling available. Quote, it is with a heavy heart that I inform you of the death of one of our high school students, Bishop wrote in the April 18th email. Out of respect for the family, we are not releasing the student's name, end quote. Added Bishop, quote, we have convened our crisis response team to put supports in place for students and staff. The loss of a student has a ripple effect on the school community. Therefore, we will be providing counseling services. Every effort will be made to support our community as we deal with the grief and loss resulting from this tragedy, end quote. Bishop followed with an announcement in school on April the 19th in which he revealed Miller's name and told students, quote, we acknowledge that you will hear speculation and rumors around the incident, but that we want to respect her family's privacy at this time. We don't have all the answers. It's a sudden and tragic loss. Let's focus on how Mikayla lived, not how she died, end quote. There is one comment to the article, and it was made this afternoon. And it says, "You are cheating both Mikayla and her family so horrendously and unfairly, given some peace. Ask yourself if this is what you would want for your daughter. This needs to be published to the main national news. It's unforgettable." Now, the article in itself is a sketch. But on this flyer, as you will see, the NAACP has a stamp on there. Dunk the Vote has a stamp. Freedom Fighters Coalition has a stamp. Tito Jackson has a stamp. I can't read all of the stamps, but it says the circumstances around her death and disappearance still remain a mystery. Now, her mother posted something, and it says, "Trigger warning. Suspicious death of Black Hopkinton teenager Mikayla Miller. I was absolutely gutted today by the news. Please support Mikayla's family and demand justice by going to this vigil Thursday, May the 6th. It says, from her mother, and her mother's name is blacked out, redacted. Quote, "My daughter was jumped by a group of kids on Saturday, April the 17th. Well, the 17th was on a Monday. Regardless, on Saturday, and was then murdered hours later in Hopkinton, tied to a tree and left. The Hopkinton police did not log either the incident when my daughter was ambushed, nor when she was found dead. The state police did not conduct an investigation or speak to the persons involved. They did collect evidence or provide me with the police report. The state trooper who is in charge, Sergeant Sean O'Brien of the Millbury State Troopers Barrack, warned me not to go to the media or else my daughter's, quote, sexuality, end quote, will be exposed. Well, I did. And they will not cover up her murder. Please attend and share this post." There's also a post from Monica Cannon Grant, the one that they spoke about in the news article, and it says, "It took Middlesex DA Marian Ryan 7 days to contact Mikayla's family, only because she received multiple calls from concerned parties. How does an officer state, quote, 'Trust me, this is suicide,' end quote, and quote, 'You don't want to go public, your daughter is gay,' end quote. Hashtag justice for Mikayla." Monica Cannon Grant also posted and said, she posted a clip of the article that says, "DA's office says death of Hopkinton girl 16 is not considered suspicious." So along the lines of the same article I just read. Then she posts a screenshot of a text message. And it says, "That poor girl, since I found out that the family of one of the people that attacked her used to be a canine officer for HPD, then water department supervisor, then on the board of selectmen. One of the girls in the fight is now spreading it around that Mikayla beat herself up. The other person says, 'You know who attacked her?' And this person says, 'I'm getting like third-hand information. Let me double check.' And then she names some people. And I'm going to obviously show you the screenshot. It's on Twitter. She then posts this. It says, "Some of this was posted in a community forum and it was taken down when someone, I forgot who, says that the family had asked for privacy. So has been days to me by parents of kids in the school system. A parent also told me that the guidance counselors were told that Mikayla committed suicide and was found in her room, which is apparently not true." This is a scary, scary, scary situation. So I'm going to continue to follow this. Probably tomorrow at some point, I'm going to start making some phone calls up there. Because that's what it takes. You have to do something. You can't just talk about it. You got to be about it. So I'm, too, going to start calling up there. But I found something very interesting. I was looking for an obituary because I wouldn't put it past them if this is a cover-up to go ahead and get her in the ground. I'm sorry to be so blunt about it, but just rock gut truth. And I found this little clip here, and it says Mikayla Miller death. It says, is dead, obituary, funeral, cause of death, passed away. But then it says, today was the funeral for my little sister Mikayla Miller. Baby girl was only 16. Mikayla, I love you and I miss you. You and Dad are in a safe place. I hope I can make you both proud one day. Rest in paradise. So that really threw me off because it's under an obituary on some kind of website that just really doesn't have any credibility. But it says, Mikayla Miller, Hopkinton, Massachusetts obituary. Death. Mikayla Miller has died. And then that's posted underneath. And then it says, Inside Echo Media, or Inside Eco Media, learned about the death of Mikayla Miller through social media publications made on Twitter on May the 1st, 2021. Inside Eco is yet to confirm Mikayla Miller's cause of death, as no health issues, accident, or other causes of death have been learned to be associated with the passing. This death has caused a lot of friends and family of Miller so much hurt. It is in that mourning spirit that the concerned persons have taken to social media to share tributes to the deceased and condolences to the affected family. Across social media, users, timelines, and statements that show respect, admiration, and gratitude towards Miller, people mourn the passing. And then it says you may use the comment section below to leave a statement on the death of Miller, to inform other online friends and relatives about this passing. You may use any of the social media share buttons below to do that. But that was posted on there. And so that really kind of threw me for a loop. But I am going to stay on this. And I wanted to bring this story to the channel to give it some awareness. So please share this video. Please share this video. I rarely ever say that. Whether you share or not is on you. But this 16-year-old deserves justice. I'm going to end the story on that note. Thanks for watching, guys.